Break my soul and make me whole. Oh, the armor of God, I have to put it on every day. Too much evil out there, we can't take it on. The Gideon stood me and tried out the way. Too much wickedness and we can't take it on. It's on the whole armor of God. Too much evil out there and we can't take it on. Bloodstain and violence waving the way. Corruption is the darkness of the day. Oh well, what I've seen with my eyes is not a surprise. It's just the fulfillment of prophecy. Rumors of war despising the poor. Life are no conquered back there. Oh Lord, hunger become the horror of the day, and the rightful story of strife. The whole multitude gazing in amaze. The city got into acid. The armor of God, we have to put it on every day. Too much evil out there and we can't take it on. The Gideon sword, we are tried all the way. Too much wickedness and we can't take it on. It's on the whole armor of God. Too much evil out there and we can't take it on. Bloodstain and violence raving the way. Corruption is the darkness of the dead. The youths of today are getting bloodthirsty. Me have to try and make it the answer. Kings of the earth and their iniquity councils. Me have to stay and make it the answer. Peace are no love, nowhere to be found. Vampires and principalities roaming the earth, manifesting themselves, honoring on to animal. The armor of God, we have to put it on everywhere. It's love and rejection, rolling down America now, rolling out to Africa now, rolling out to Russia, down to Jamaica. What's wrong with the world now? It's love and rejection, rolling out America now, rolling out to Africa now, rolling out to Russia, down to Jamaica. War has been begun, rolling on the president now, rolling on the minister, rolling on the Russian, down to Jamaica. War has been begun. Love what joy you feel. Someone what do you bring? For children die for, they don't even know. Your kids ignite those women, so don't be one in the world. Ooh, yeah. Think that I'm down, might be down, but I'm down. Don't tell all your girls that I'm back on my feet. And you think my life is over, then face another day. Then you can be shoulder. Sometimes you see me standing there. Ah, and you wanna cry, and you wanna cry. And you feel like you won't be ever, you won't ever take the wheel. And you wanna move, you say move. You want to apologize, but you don't know where to begin. You think that I'm down. So you start to come me out. So you wait till it reaches day. See I'm back on my feet. And you think my life is over. That's what I need to say. Will you ever do that? Every time you get away. Oh now, you wanna cry. You wanna cry. You feel like you won't be there. Open up and change your way. And you wanna move. It's too late. Stay true. Want to chance, but you don't know where to begin. Oh, the first time I played life with you, you teach me, say I want you. With my heart I knew I was in love with you. Yeah. So caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. You'll never ever go astray. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Whoa. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. You'll never ever go astray. Caress me, girl, embrace me, girl. Oh, a man in my position is important to ridiculous. No, greetings. Once more again to all the great listeners out there. Glad to see you next Friday, trust me. The DJ Tanka in the building with Chaplain Odette Mellish. So come and understand to give a next topic. I'm telling them, man, trust me. Great what's going on. So all the viewers out there, just share it amongst the friends, amongst the family. Blessing love. God Almighty just give us life and health and strength and still going on strong for our families and our friends. Have some great ones pass away, but we have to carry on the mission. So the listeners out there, today's topic is all about how you're going to save a broken relationship. You understand? How you're going to save a broken relationship. That's the topic for today. Trust me. A lot of depths going in depths. Number to call 647-564-1297 with the IDJ Tanka. We just want to play some more, build up the views more. Because Stephen in the building, the whole family in the building. The Ghana crew just arrived. Netherlands crew, big up CM, the Jamaicans, Montegonians, the Canada crew, Toronto, Scarborough. Trust me, people Edmonton, Alberta tuning in. So we're going to play some more tune and just build up the live, and then we just get on to the topic. So the meantime, the vice one, Mr. Dennis Brown, sing call. Trust me. Let win broken hearts, you understand? So all lovers then, for real. So the meantime, keep on. Let's go, son. You're big up, Sierra. The sea is running down with him again. Oh, yeah. But I do when you say you were through it still. You still care. Oh, just as I thought you were mine. He gave you that same only life. And while you running round, I'm gonna be late. That's what's broken heart. Stay like this is where you wanna stay. Oh yes. But I'd much rather have you here with me. Oh yeah, don't you know? Oh, why didn't you let me know before I let myself go? If you running round, I'm gonna be left with a broken heart. Yes, left with a broken heart. Left and you, and he was taking you away. By the way, he was looking at you back then. So Don't wanna be going back. Something I heard. Cause baby actions speak louder than words. I want to love that is mine. In the rain it's always sunshine. I love to keep me warm when it's cold. That's the kind of loving that will never go. Don't you know I wanna love? 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 I want the love I can feel. That's the kind of loving you should give to me. That's the kind of kisses that will make me mad. That's the kind of loving that will be felt. I want a love that is mine. In the rain, it's always sunshine. I love to keep me warm when it's cold.
Well. Good evening, Sister Chaplain of it. Once more again on a Friday evening, looking so elegant as usual, I'm telling you. So what's going on?
Oh my God, it's such a wonderful day. And first and foremost, I always like to thank the Almighty for His grace and for His mercies. And I can't wait to elaborate on this topic.
Definitely.
How can we rescue our falling relationship? So, ladies, share to your friends, your family, everyone. It's going to be an epic program today.
Definitely epic program because a lot of reasons how to save a broken relationship. But later on, we get in depth with it, trust me. So in the meantime, I'm going to play a couple more to share the views amongst the friends and family, as I said. We're just getting on real, the authentic way. I'm telling it to all the viewers out there. Great Friday evening, trust me. Wonderful. 7 big up self, all the people them from Ghana, big up just tuning in from Netherlands, same way. I'm telling the viewers. To all the lovely ladies, we love them to the max. We have the mothers, we have the sisters, nieces and nephews, big up for real.
When you dance, fire kicks and dance. When you run, you never look back. When you cry, if you saw me crying, would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touch your lips? Would you laugh or would you be so leaving? Would you die for the one you love? Only in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss your
Just for real. We have to play it one more time from the top. We also their females, we love them. Trust me. They are DJ Tanka. Share friends. The life amongst the friends and family. Get tuning, man. Today is how to save a broken relationship. We'll elaborate later on. We love the views.
Would you dance? If I ask you to dance, would you run and never look back? Would you cry if you saw me crying? Would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touch your lips? Would you laugh to whisper, and I know just how to cry. I know just where to find the answers, and I know just how to lie. I know just how to fake it, and I know just how to scheme. I know just when to face the truth, and then I know just when to dream. And I know just where to touch you, and I know just what to prove. I know what to pull you closer, and I know what to let you loose. And I know the night is fading, and I know the time gonna fly. And I never gotta tell you everything I gotta tell you, and I know I gotta give it a try. And I know the wrong to riches, and I know the ways to fail. I know how to lose, and I know how to break, and I know always on the name of the game. But I don't know how to leave you, and I never know. And I don't know how you do it. Make it love, but I'm not together. How do I get through a day without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be?
So all of you are sharing life amongst the friends and family. They are DJ Tanka in the building with Chaplain Odette Melish. Something today, how to save a broken relationship. Calling number 647-564-1297. Share your own opinion. Couple more get in depth. So share the views amongst the family and friends. I said, trust me to all the lovers out there. We love the girls and we love the wives. I'm telling the beautiful ladies, you're the mother of today and tomorrow. Bring forth. So meantime, we are DJ Tanka, bring it closer.
How do I get through a day without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Oh, I need you in my heart, need you in my soul. Don't know what no harm my soul. If you I believe, you would take away everything good in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I live without you? There'd be no sun in my sky. There would be no love in my life. There'd be no world left for me. And hold on to what you got. 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 If you can't say not a pretty sister, and you know you're on your way. If you can't say on your journey, then you know my heart is yearning for you. Hold on to what you got. 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 If you can't say on your journey, then you know.
Yes, Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
Your way.
Hold on to the beautiful wife that you got, cause she's the backbone of the family. So when you have a real wife or a real empress, treat her with love and royalty. Don't make the relationship lead to the broken. We're going to elaborate later. I'm telling you.
Hold on to what you got.
Yes, Steve Brown.
Hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you got. Hold on to what you got. If you can't say not a pretty sister, and you know you're on your way. If you can't say on your journey, Let you know my heart is yearning for you. Hold on to what you got. 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 What we have is something special. To you I give my all and all. My love is unconditional. Good things come to those who wait. I know your love was worth the wait. My life is complete. Now what about you? No need to search no more. I found what I'm looking for. We got the real thing, baby. In you I have no doubts. This is what it's all about. We got the real thing, baby. The way I feel, you're the reason of what we have will last through all seasons. Good things come to those who wait. I know love was worth the wait. My life is complete. I got you. No need to search no more. I found what I'm looking for. Every time I think of saying goodbye, everything inside me says it's alright. So I
Yes, very someone for real. So all of you are so I'm telling you today's topic is about how to save a broken relationship. Odette Mel is going to go in depth later on with it. So please share the views amongst the friends, amongst the family. Look the views, come on viewers, come on. Because we're going to through the building. Local through the building because see me Jamaicans them. I see them tuning them. Yes, step this one, step big up. Hurry.
Try to repay you, damages done. I know I won't be able to repay it all, cause I lost count. And with all the time you've been hurting, you're still so fine, and it's blowing my mind. I know I should back and walk away and leave you nothing to mind. But I can't, oh, I can't, no, I can't, no, honey, just wish I was not enough.
For behold, the man who knoweth right from wrong is saint. The man knoweth truth. Yeah, man. Good Lord, you have answered my prayer for more strength and misery. You have lifted me up, oh, and put me higher from all sins and misery, and born again. Ooh, baby, and free from sin. Oh, boy, and born again at last, and free from sin. Listen, verily, they say, except a man born of the water, he cannot see the kingdom of God. So they say, if you want to be washed in the spirit of the blood, from all sin, believe me, you can be overcome and be born again. We'll be and be free from sin. Oh Lord, you're Lord and born again.
Listen up today and folks, challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be content, don't be sure to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta sit together.
Yes. It's all about today. Today's topic is about how to save a broken relationship. Sister Chaplain Odette Malish is here, going in depth with it. Yes, just please share the live amongst the friends, amongst the family. As you play a couple more, then we get into it. Great topic. Got a lot of people have a lot of broken relationships going down. Don't know how to solve it. So when each of us give our own opinion, we learn a lot. So you should call in. Number 647-564-1297. Great topic today. And if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Mellish Family Studio, please subscribe, man. Please press that button, the bell, you understand? But now DJ Tanka play a couple more, and we're going in depth, so I'm telling you, build up the views to the fans, man. Come on, share it amongst your friends and family. I'm telling you. So, couple more getting in depth, just go and build up the views, man, because it's a great topic. And last week was epic, and trust me, this week is going to be more fantastic. So the meantime, the vice one is a Johnny Osborne. I'm telling you, to all the great ladies, to all the great mothers out there, we love the females, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, grooving on and up the afternoon. Oh yeah, breathing. I couldn't get away too soon. Yeah. I can't imagine anything that's better. The world around us when we're all together. I feel it coming closer day by day. Life will be ecstasy, you and me endlessly grooving. Anything we'll have to do. Oh baby, walking down the crowded avenue. Yeah, we keep on spending sunny days swaying. Doing things about the time away, yeah. It's coming closer day by day, yeah. Life will be ecstasy, you and me endlessly grooving. Anything we'll have to do, yeah. Walking down the crowded avenue, oh, baby. It's only me and you. When we groove it, it's a grooving, baby, grooving. Oh yeah. So long, sorry you were down. But I won't waste so much time over you. When we decide, I got better things to do.
Yes, person, man, for real.
Precious time over you.
Got to play one more time to our beautiful ladies out there. Trust me. Sister Chaplain is so elegant as usual. Wow!
So long, sorry you were down. But I won't waste so much time over you. When we decide, I got better things to do. I can't waste precious time over you. Alright. Just say no one needs me to make the mind. Now why would I lie? Leaving tomorrow. Check and see who is so bright. Why should I die? Tell me it's over. When will you realize? Every man is a woman for comfort. Nothing to mix up the brain. So even you ever think for a moment. inside, no way, no way. No more time over you. Oh no. Well, with my life, I got better things to do. Oh yeah. Why should I waste precious time over you? Oh yeah. Jets and no one needs me, so you play with my heart. Tika tika taka, the clock is a running. Now I'm gonna make you deal. If you're gonna stay, don't tell me if you're leaving. But make sure this time is for real. I'm not kind of a man to be pleasing.
Every male, we need a female in our life. That was written in the book of life. God Almighty, I'm telling you. A male to a female. That's what I said, you understand? So we have to embrace someone, treat them with respect and love, no matter what the situation is. Don't abuse it, you understand? 2 more, then we're going in the great topic, how to
rescue my relationship that is falling apart.
Okay.
Ladies, I know many of you out there said it takes a miracle to do this, but we can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth us, okay? So a few more and then we're gonna hit the topic, okay?
Just don't wanna be lonely. And I don't care if we share only moments a day. Just don't wanna be lonely. Rather be loved, yeah. Ready all to give, but love I can't give. When you're gone, when you're gone, just don't wanna be lonely. The sun to the moon, just don't wanna be lonely. Let the sails fight there at the end of the room. Just don't wanna be lonely.
Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. I got this reminds me of where we were young. Let me photograph you in this life, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized suicide getting old made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. I was too scared to face my fear, 'cause nobody told me that you'd be here. And I said you
It's my turn to be sure I'm here. I didn't dream you when you would see it. It's my turn to be sure I'm here. Even imagine your emotions until I'm here. Yeah, baby. It's my turn to be
Tell you I love you and you're not here. Cause love is everything to be understand. To watch you walk out of my life, and I will yes. If I could give away the feeling that I feel, I could sacrifice. When your legs don't work like they used to before, when I can't sweep you off of your feet, when your mouth still remember the taste of my love, when your lights still smile from your cheeks, and darling, I will be loving you till you're 17. Whoa, baby, my heart still won't last more than 23. And I think about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. Oh yeah, need to fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you right now. Take me to your loving arms. Kiss me under a thousand stars. Place your hand on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud. 'Cause baby, we found love right where we are. But when my years are gone and my memory fades, and the crowd won't
Hello, hello, hello to everyone. We just want to thank God for next Friday evening where we can, be here talking, and uplift each other about how to rescue our relationship that is about to fall. And I just want to thank God for His grace and His mercies. In spite of it all, we're here today. It could have been worse, but sisters, brethren, hey, call in and share your opinion, share your views, and let's strengthen our one another. First of all, DJ Tanka, how was your week?
Was a great weekend, I'm telling you. By the grace of Almighty God, a little bit rough, but it's great. We have life and health and strength.
All right, all right. And I hope all of you viewers out there, you have a great and wonderful week as well. So here we are. How can I rescue my relationship that is about to fall? First of all, we're talking about a relationship. And a relationship is when two people love together, build together, want to grow old together, exchange love, to trust one another, and more. But everybody have different opinion about relationship. How a relationship, like one person asked me, how do you know when a relationship is falling? Let me tell you something. We know, we get a lot of red flag that when our relationship is about to fall. All right. And there's lots of reason why. But when a relationship is about to fall, ladies, that you see when we're going on a date, right? We have all these lovey-dovey. When the guy invite you on a date, when he's like, if he's driving, the first thing he do when he get to your house, he come out from the car, he open that door for you, and he close that door. When he get to the restaurant, he will pull that chair out and seat you again. He will call you baby. He will call you sweetheart. He will call you honey. Right? All of this good, wonderful thing that we want. But let me tell you something. When the relationship start falling apart, let me tell you, you're no more baby. You're no more honey. You name Odette. You name Jean. You name Tanka. Listen to me. No love name no more.
No more.
Let me tell you something. These are all warning signs. And let me tell you something. We have to realize, you see, when things like this happen, it happened for many, many reasons. Don't get angry. If you can just take a breather, like try to see what's going on. What have I done? Because sometimes they come out of nowhere. I'm telling you. And for me, the first thing for us to do is to see God first. Offer a word of praise, Lord, what have I done? Depend on God to restore that what He wanted to restore, and want that relationship to be. But guess, let me tell you something. Many of us, that's the last option for us. We try to solve the situation by arguing. We try to solve it by saying, it's not me. Like there's so many things we ask, we're avoiding each other. And guess what happened? The most important one that we do is that silent treatment. So let me tell you something, just dig into what I'm saying. I'm coming back with more. So that's only the beginning of what we're going to be talking about today.
Yo, baby, it's been quite a while. It's been quite a while. I haven't seen you in town. Can you tell me when are we coming around? It's been quite a while. We haven't walking in the park. I'm holding you close in the dark. Baby, I've been missing your loving. I've been missing your smile. Baby, I just wanted to hold you for the longest while. Hey, 'cause it's been quite a while. We haven't played those little games. It's been quite a while. We haven't called each other nicknames. It's been quite a while. We haven't been to the picture show.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Ladies, come on, share the live. I know there's male who is listening as well. Share the live because this is not only a one-way street. The same thing women go through, the men also go through them. And one thing I want to remind you of, like in every relationship, we go through, we hit some rough patches, right? And it keep repeating itself from time to time. And sometimes we go, where did this come from? Let me tell you something. It's part of being human. There is no relationship without ups and downs. We also have to be mindful that we are two and imperfect people. Nobody is perfect. So when situation like this happen, don't try to fight back. Many a time we should just sit back and we ask ourselves, did I contribute to these ups and downs, to this tearing down? Because listen to me, keeping a relationship is a very important thing because the Bible teaches us that we are soulmates. I did not say that. That's what the Bible said. We are soulmate for our partners. So when things like that started to hit, we need to sit back and ask, what have I done? Did I contribute? We need to take a breather and say, oh my God, if it's still wrong, the first part of repentance is to accept. But a lot of time, we as women, I'm talking here about the power of women. We as women, we try to get our voice over the female voice and we start building a wall up. And let me tell you something, most male don't like when a woman over talking them. We need also to simmer down. And I'm not saying this because we don't like to be talking down as well, because it have men who like to raise their voice for some silly reason. So I'm gonna ask brother DJ Tanka from a male point of view. Like
Yes.
when a situation happen, like how do you handle your situation?
Well, in that case, you have to be calm with the female. Sometimes you take a walk first and breathe out because your temper could lead to a different angle. It could hit her at something. So take a walk, breathe off, and come back and start to talk to her. Tell her a mistake, and then on the work from it and make an effort to do it. You understand? So definitely, from my point of view.
Wow. So everybody callers, do you hear that? So again, the number to call is 647-564-1297. You hear what DJ Tanka said? He take a walk. Because a lot of us women, when the male when the male try to be silent, we start getting vicious and said, "Oh, you ignoring me." But listen to me. Sometimes we have to do some ignoring in order to keep things under control, right? Because we sometimes we don't even know. It's just simply, hey, he walked in and he's in a bad mood, and because of that, we start thinking differently. But ladies, let me tell you something. Remember, when the male go out working, when they come in, sometimes they have a rough day. All we need to do is like, hey, do like Abigail in the Bible, because when Abigail was going through her situation, she did not fight back. She take a moment for herself, and that moment that she took for herself, when she come to confront her husband, she know the timing, she know the place, and she know what she should approach him and say. So ladies, we need to simmer down sometime. And men too, it's not only the ladies, because you have some men, the ladies, sometimes we just want to be alone, don't we, ladies? Sometimes we just want time, to be alone. And because of that, it's like, what's wrong with you? And sometimes we a caller, okay. And sometimes guess what happened? We don't want to talk, and because of this, that walls keep going up. We say things like, I'm gonna go to the next room. I don't want to talk to you. Ladies, we also have to watch our tone, what we are saying to our spouse, because no matter what, we ought to respect our one another. You understand? So little things like this cause a wall to build up. And a lot of us say it's done. Don't throw in the towel just now, because guess what happened? Sometimes we feel that we are between a rock and a hard place. But that doesn't mean your relationship can't restore. Because once you put Christ into everything, let me tell you something. He gives us the authority and the power to say things, and they can also be restored. But with Christ in the vessel, let me tell you something. If he raised Lazarus from the dead, our relationship is not dead. He can also restore and resurrect our relationship. Ladies, are you agree with me? Please call in again. It's 647-564-1297. DJ Tanka, hit me with some music.
Thought I could live without you. Thought everything would be fine. Saw nothing special about you, but still you were playing my mind. I used to take you for granted. You were the last name in my life. Presently you're the most wanted at the top of my life. And it was yesterday I saw you down my lane. You were my best friend. Oh, perfect day. And now I'm falling in love all over again. I could have never doubted that you were mine. I'm falling in love all over again. Watch this. I could have never doubted that you were mine.
Say I'm big man, don't cry. You never miss the one till you well run dry. Hold your fire in your heart to give me one more day. I won't have the situation. This time I won't lie. I'm like the conversation. I'll show me on the mind.
Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead. We're hearing you clearly.
Hello.
Hi.
We're hearing you.
We're hearing you clearly.
In order for you to fix a broken relationship, it takes two people.
Yes.
At the end of the day, one hand can't clap, birds can't fly from one wing. You can't keep somebody who doesn't want to be kept by you. So in order for you to mend the broken relationship, both parties has to want the same thing, and they have to make the same effort in order to fix the relationship.
I agree with you.
Great point.
Okay.
Yes, and thank you guys for this wonderful topic. And DJ Tanka, thank you for the beautiful music as usual.
You're welcome. Just
Thank
Okay, guys.
you,
Take
caller.
care.
Yeah, and that is so true. What the caller is saying, that it takes two to mend the relationship, and that is so right. Because one person cannot do it. Two people have to want the same thing, because If you say no, I can say yes. If you say, okay, let's walk along, I can go back. So we have to join, we have to make an effort. And when you see making an effort and your partner is saying yes, and agree, it can work. But if you're trying and that person, the other half is not agree, then hey, it's not gonna work because it takes two to tango. One hand cannot clap. So thank you so much, Carla. That was a brilliant point. And guess what happened? What we also need to do, is stop making harsh decision as a woman. Men make that to sometimes they go because of some tiny little thing you hear. Okay, I'm not sleeping into the same room. I'm going out, and guess what happened? It makes the other partner very vicious enough to hit. And I think at that point in time, we don't want to do that. We want to know what is going on, what is happening. Even though sometimes things happen like, oh my God, where did this come from? I couldn't see this coming, right? We have to keep asking questions why and why. But we have to know how to maintain a healthy relationship because relationship consists of two people who love each other, right? And support each other. Sometimes we make decisions and don't even think about how much it's gonna hurt the other partner. So these are things that we need to do. A good relationship doesn't consist of fighting. No, not at all. And I'm not saying misunderstanding won't happen. Yes, in every relationship, there's misunderstanding. A lot of people will ask me, do you have problem in your relationship? I don't really have problem, but I do have misunderstanding. We disagree to agree. Because I don't know the person who can stand right there today and say to me, I don't have a problem in my relationship. Honestly, I would like you to tell me how that happened, right? Because I know there's no such thing like don't have. We need to cherish and appreciate what we have our relationship. Never take each other for granted. When we can trust each other, it's a wonderful and a brilliant thing because guess what happened? We built it. So how can we take sometimes some of us take a year, 2 years, 20 years, 10 years to build what we have. So why should we make one day or one little incident break it down? Okay, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Sometimes I say a little incident. Some people they're in relationship and honestly it's like an eggshell that the simplest thing they do they goes, I'm leaving, I'm gone. We don't want a relationship like this. We want a relationship that built on a firm foundation. I know you. I know if I give you egg, how you're gonna react to the egg. I know if you're in a situation, what to say to you and how you're gonna react. So you should know your partner because guess what happened? When you went on dating, you get to know that person because you're seeking information as to how he stay, what he like, everything. Right, DJ Tanka? So what were you doing in a relation, like in dating? What were you looking for when you go in on dating?
When I'm dating with my empress now, I look for the qualities and morals in her. You understand? Look for the plans, and trust me, the respect. When I go on the date, I know what she like, what she don't like, and she know you too. So two want to work on the same path and come to the agreement. That's it. Make it more healthier and you know each other. Best thing, no friends. And to all the people out there, don't put your relationship in the public. Keep it private. It's more better and work with God Almighty. That's a lot of people put it on social media and after they're sorry what they did. It's already happened. It's in history. So just calm, maintain, and when you're going on a date, know your partner and work along. Get to know her and get to know him, vice versa.
Thank you for that comment. You hear that, viewers? It's like don't put your relationship problem out there on the social media because that's what happened. Things do happen. I said before and I'm gonna say it again, it's like two imperfect people are dating. There's no perfect relationship. But when situation happen, it can fix. Because you see, I believe in God and I want you to do that also. We see when you have a situation, if you put God first, he will direct you and he will say, okay, you will read the word and you will know which channel should you take. But if you run to Jack, if you run to Jill, if you run to everybody, guess what happened? When things come back, you know what you're going to say? I'm feeling so ashamed because I tell everybody about the situation. Let me tell you something. They too have problem in their relationship, but they're not telling you because they know how to sit back and seek things out with one another and fix their relationship. You know, the Bible teaches us also when we have a situation to go to the elders of the church. So if you can speak with if you can speak with your party, your pastor or some sort of family member, you can trust them. Hey, go for advice because I recognize, I have asked every young relationship that, you know, you can't do it alone. We've been there and we've done that when we are young. Just like going to school, we have to elevate. But how can we elevate? We have to learn from somebody. There's always a teacher there to give us insight as to how to get things together. So when you see your relationship is going down, you're not the only one. We start somewhere. We have to start somewhere. So if it's rocky, one day it's gonna get strong. But you have to put your all into that relationship. Sisters out there who are more mature, help your younger sister. Don't see them fall. Help them because we are trying to prevent broken relationship. Okay? So call in. The number here is 647-564-1297. We will be back with more, input. DJ Tanka, give me some more music.
The love that comes from your heart, true passionate love, and we will live no further. Give me your love, the love that comes from your heart, true passionate love, and we will live no further. There is a truth in love I truly found. The home is where affection really calls. It distance all the way throughout my heart, like a fairy tale that never fade away. It's the mystic star that shines throughout the night and waterate the gardens of my life. Baby, give me your love, the love that comes from your heart, true passionate love, and we will live no further. Give me your love, the love that comes from your heart, true passionate love, and we will live no further. You're the colors of my rainbow, my lonely sleepless nights, the morning star that shine throughout the morning. I listen the whistling winds. You're the voice I heard that sings. I'm the swallow birds that nest beneath your branches. Protect me, baby, from losing your affection. Use harmony, surround me into your world, baby. Give me your love, the love that comes from your heart, true passionate love, and we will live no further. Give me your love, the love that comes from your heart, true passionate love, and we will live no further. There is a truth in love I truly found. The home is where affection really calls.
Welcome back. Come on, ladies, call in with your views. Call in and let us know how you feel about what we are saying because we also want to get your feedback, your input as to how to prevent our relationship or rescue our relationship that is falling apart. We work so hard to build it. We go on dates, right? And we get to know each other. So don't make some little thing come into our relationship because let me tell you something, it happened to each and every one of us that the situation, some challenging situation occur, but guess what happened? We can handle it because we get the authority from the Lord. Not only the power, but the authority to stop certain things from listening. So don't jump in and make some harsh decision because we're going through a difficult time. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we feel like we're in between a rock and a hard place, but we can try. We can recognize it because again, sometimes we have to go through the pain so that the good can come out of it. right? We have to go through situations. So these situations that we go through make us even stronger, because I might not know that side of my partner, and because of the argument I goes, wow. Because what happened, I can tell you about mine. When I go through a situation, sometimes I want to blow off the roof too. But guess what happened? I take a breather, because I know my husband, that when I go back with a still voice, all he can do is say, oh honey, you know what, this is, you can talk things over. Talk things over, because these are situations that repeat itself. Because if you have a situation today, don't tell yourself it's not going to repeat itself, right? It's going to happen again. So how are we going to handle this situation, right? We can't say, okay, we're going to physical fight because of this. It's going to just tear everything apart. And what we need to know is to forgive. It's a big thing in our relationship, to forgive. Not because you see him out there, he do something, not because she do something, because it's not only for the male, it's also for the female. I know a lot of us say, oh, we are vulnerable. Yes, we can be vulnerable, but at the same time, we are mature enough to know certain things gonna pull our relationship down. If your husband used to call you sweetie and you hear your name called Jill or Jane, sometimes we question it, of course, and we said, why is this? Know when to approach him, because just like you have a friend, and when your friend gets in a conflict, not to approach her because she can turn on you. Honestly, sometimes when you're angry, the closest person to you is that one you're taking out the bad situation on. So you have to know how to handle your relationship. Understand what caused the problem first before you can start reacting. When you understand the problem, sometimes you might say, oh my goodness, guess what happened? I contribute to this for this problem, in this problem. So guess what happened? You have to set aside and know when to go, because guess what happened? Even if it's for a small kid, you know when to go to that person and say, listen to me, I was wrong. I'm sorry. But a lot of us, because it's husband, we say that we're sorry. I also want to tell you something here right now. You see, when you go in on a date, it's different. It's a different package that when you actually have a serious relationship. Because going on a date is getting to know the person, right? When it is serious now, it comes with a package. It's a package deal, because guess what happened? You move in. Okay, when you're going on a date, it's like, honey, we're going on a date tonight. You make reservation to eat. But now, when you have a serious relationship, you are the person who's going to provide that meal. You have to clean. You have to multitask. You have to do all this. So it comes with a package. You understand me? So things not going to be the same. So when your husband walk in and say, honey, where is that food? Don't flunk the face. You can simply say, sweetheart, let me tell you something. It was kind of busy today. But sometimes you think I'm your maid. These are things that build up a wall between your relationship. So if I'm getting cold shoulder all the time, let me tell you something. One day it's going to break down, because I cannot take what's going on. So ladies, we have to know how to approach situation. Sometimes kids involved, and I know it's challenging, and sometimes it can be frustrated. But let me tell you something, it can happen, it can work its way out. I often said, you remember Jesus' mother Mary, she was a virgin when the angel said to her that she's gonna have a child. And customary in that village, that if you have a child out of wedlock, you're going to be stoned to death. The first thing came to her was fear. But when the angel said it was from God, she realized, hey, with God, all things are possible. And she then said, Lord, be it unto me according to your promises. He said, I will stand secure. So it's the same God. Now we can go to with our situation and say, God, help me to work this thing out. It's a situation. It's not dead, because if Christ, as I said before, resurrect a dead person, he can also resurrect your relationship. All right, so come on, call us, call in with your views. Let us know what's going on in your mind. If it seems like it's something that it's never happened and it can happen, what you think, call in and let us know your views as well, okay? DJ Tanka, let us go. It's
Saw you last night and told you how much I love you. You didn't believe a single word I say. Oh boy, come today, you're gonna believe it. Gonna squeeze you and show you how I care. Only promise me you'll never hurt me, darling. Oh,
feeling. Don't do that to me. Saw you yesterday, you were hiding in the corner. Wanna know why? Didn't believe my eyes that you would come on. My friends all say that you are shy. I wanna know the reason why. Don't need some that right now, gonna show you why I love you. Only promise me you won't. Oh, don't hurt my feeling. And don't do that to me, come down. Oh, don't hurt my feeling. Want to squeeze you and show you I'm here. Oh, don't hurt my feeling. Don't hurt my feelings. Don't do that to me.
Calling, call us, man. 647-564-1297. Call in and share your opinion, your views on it. Broken, how to maintain a broken relationship. You understand? Give up thoughts. Share it amongst a friend and family and just call in. Share your opinion, man. 647-564-1297. How can you save a broken relationship? That's the topic for today. Trust me, man. Great work for it. I'm telling you. Being great on the spot. So, yes, as I said before, just call in and share your opinion.
Don't hurt my feelings. One squeeze and take your life. Don't hurt my feelings. Yesterday you were hiding in the corner. Wanna know why? Didn't believe my eyes that you would come on. My friends all say that you are shy. I wanna know the reason why. When you come back right now, gonna show you I love you. Promise me you won't ever. Don't hurt my feelings.
Welcome back to one and all. Ladies, the question most people asking, how can we save our relationship is about to crash. There's so many ways that we can do it. You know what happened to a lot of us? A lot of us talk so much that when we tell each and everyone out there what is going on in a relationship, when you go now and things get back together, you started to make enemies. But as we mentioned before, sometimes you have to leave what happened in the bedroom and seek God help. With Christ on your side, it can work. You understand me? Because he said, seek ye first. It was not Odette that said that, it's the Lord, it's God words that said seek him first. So when your relationship seem like if it's gonna crash, you can call upon God because he will back you up. You know what he said, if I call upon him, he said he will answer us. So guess what happened? Don't call Jig, don't call Jill, don't call Tom, don't call Peter, call God because he will answer us. And again, I want to say some friends are there, who can help you. But I think the first and foremost, you should call Christ into your relationship to mend what's going on wrong. A lot of times, some people just keep it inside. But let me tell you something, keep it inside still, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. What about, hey, my husband went out or my wife went out, we have an argument. What about, make a nice meal and say, honey, let's talk. I know sometimes that funny word, it's not in play no more, but you can still keep it going. You have to keep that fire burning in your relationship because sometimes it's lack of intimacy also that cause relationship to go down. So sometimes women, especially because here, this is the power of a woman. What we need to do is to set ourselves aside and say, my God, what made this happen? We need to find out the root of the situation because we work too hard to make this crash. A lot of people, women, you know what you have now, but you don't know what's out there or who is out there. So maintain what you have. Maintain the relationship that you have, and you can do it. You can talk because pray again. Do you know one of the most effective prayer for a husband is from the wife? It's from the wife. Wife, we need to pray them up because they're going through situation that you said only women go through that. I'm telling you, oh no, the same thing that we go through, a male can go through the same situation. So don't just jump to conclusion. Don't say, oh, because I just call him a name, or because I don't do that. Let me tell you something. There are human beings as well. And sometimes we need a little argument into our relationship. I'm telling you, because they make us stronger and they make us know. You know what make a relationship stronger is when you tell me some things, and when I tell you and we get back together, we love even stronger. So we know our partner. We should be able to know our partner and build on that. Don't make no petty thing pull you down. Don't make no petty thing, okay, cause your relationship, because you work too hard to build your relationship, right? Don't take what others say out there. Before, if somebody else come and say, I see Wayne out there with a next woman, I see Wayne was doing things, let me tell you something. Hey, you can stop them. You can wait till the husband get in and say, honey, this is what's going on. But let me tell you something. Do not jump to conclusion and ruin what you work so hard to build, because it's not easy to maintain and build a relationship. So keep that, cherish your relationship, love your spouse. Couple, I'm telling you to love your spouse, because it's not an easy thing to build. You hear in one of Tony Prophet's song, he said, give me your love, the love that comes from your heart. So if you have that love that comes from your heart, it's not supposed to be easily broken. You understand me? Some people call me and they said, listen to me, Chaplain Odette. You know, some people grow out of love. Call us. Can you please tell me how that happened? Grow out of love. You ever hear something like this, Tanka?
I heard before, but I can't believe it, because I want to see something going on. If you even don't have no money, carry your wife on the walk or your female on the walk. You understand? Buy a little champagne or chocolate. Spark up the relationship. So sometimes a simple thing. Make breakfast and serve her in bed, because that's a queen. So a lot of ways. You don't take material things, just from the arts, and pray to God Almighty, as a chaplain said. He's the master.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, you hear that? And I also recommend that you put God into your relationship, because when God is in that vessel, he directs you. He teaches you how to do things. So build a relationship with Christ, because anything that's going without Christ in there, it's going to crash. Only things of God last forever. You understand? Some people might say it doesn't make sense, but I can stand here. It's I'm a living testimony that with Christ in everything, it can build and build, no matter how rocky it seems, no matter how you think, hey, this is on fire. Let me tell you something. We have a God who can fix it. I can stand here and say, lady, if you want, you can call me and I will give you some testimony about how God is working out for us, not only for me, for you as well. Just give him a try. So he can build your relationship if you give that relationship to him, because I'm pretty sure when things falling apart, people, some of you said, Lord, where are you? He is right here. He is not going anywhere. All he needs you to do is to put him in when the relationship seems solid, or when the relationship seems weak. Put Christ into your relationship. Cherish your partner. Love your partner, because let me tell you something. You need one another. Loneliness is a torture. It is a torture out there. So when you find someone, you love someone, cherish that relationship. Don't sit back and let a wall build up for some little petty things into your relationship. Okay, so DJ Tanka, give me some more music as we come into a close.
You know, the man can't take the moderation, you know. So let me do it things, yeah. I wear the good Lord splits, yeah. Brand new music like this, you say you love me and you care, but you never then hear. You're always on the run. Now tell me this, why we can't spend no quality time? Keep back and just unwind. You always have something to do. That simple mean that love is not true, cause only when you want to. Me hear you shout, I love you. Everywhere around the passion gone, all of the warmth. Tell me where is all of the tenderness. And give me something else that's been bugging me for so long. Tell me this, tell me if love's so nice. Tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice. Tell me why I'm sad. Missing again. If love's so nice. Tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice. Tell me why I'm sad. Missing again. Well, why if you need to do me? It's the day of me. Here if you do me. And you're making fun of me. And I'm the one with the J.O.B.
So baby, why don't you give me some TLC? And there is rumors going around, so when I'm out of town, there is a man where I'm supposed to be. Too late to be begging on your knees, and in my keys, and let go off me shirt sleeve. You can go look as you please, you can go talk to John, Peter, or Steve, because if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. You sing again. If love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. You sing again. No one believe I do the life of that I'm sure. But me not go say this when I know I deserve more. If you talk me this when me love you come and pour it out. You pour it out. And when me ready to sow my hurts, they lock me out and change your route and then you run your mouth. But you don't know what I'm about. Well, I am sick and I'm tired and I'm sick. I don't want no more of this. Because if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. But if love's so nice.
Welcome back. So we are at the end of our relationship. So ladies, men, I just want to encourage you, don't give away or don't make what you work so hard for, just go down just like that. You have to fight for what you want. Sometimes you can just sense when relationship is failing or falling apart. The energy is off. Negativity comes in or tense feeling comes in. Or maybe you've actually been fighting a lot with no satisfying resolution. If you're facing possible break up, don't just throw in the towel right now, because guess what happened? You can see God. Sometimes you feel you are between a rock and a hard place. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to throw in the towel or give up on your relationship. The Bible teaches us in Philippians chapter 4, verses 13, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So don't sit back and let any invisible wall build up between you and your spouse. You care deeply about your partner and you both committed to make mistakes, because there's no relationship that don't have a situation that cannot fix. So your relationship is almost always have a way to rebuild. Try to work things out and immediately see God's face, because God is always there. Don't take each other for granted. Okay, don't use negative word that will influence your relationship, and know that God will give you the authority over any circumstances and over any situation. So we can build, we can call him, we can say, God, help me. I know a lot of us, the last thing we do is to call God. We will try every situation first by arguing, by calling names, by doing the wrong things, and we leave the best for last by seeking Jesus' name. So I'm here to tell you, see God's face and stand still and know that he will work out your relationship in the way that he wanted to be. Okay, so until then, have a very blessed night from DJ Tanka and Chaplain Odette.
Ain't no stopping me now. Since I've made it through the concrete, you can make it through the concrete. Oh Lord, I am a plant springing up from out the concrete, encountering struggles, not accepting defeat. I am a plant springing up from out the concrete, rooted in wisdom by the water down so deep. So till the days of spring, no tender caring I know, facing rejections while destruction overflow. Seeing the light was so hard for right, put a condition of mine, knowing bright was my substance, and then I am today decline. So I am a plant springing up from out the concrete, encountering struggles, not accepting defeat. I am a plant springing up from out the concrete, rooted in consider the full consequences. Oh, my life, hold on, was of low significances. Hold on, now I mercy out. Oh, leaves of knowledge filling my branches. Oh, I'm confirming it to you. Oh, letting you know you what you're thinking. Oh, God. Times just pass like I, you think that I shall burn a step to your life.